I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for the better part of about 9 years at this point. It all really started when me and my sisters decided, hey, let's go to Walmart and Toys R Us and grab ourselves some starter decks and see what happens. After some time and teaching people how to play the game, including some of my best friends that I still talk to this day, I amassed a bit of a collection. Every single card inside of this binder has a unique story behind it and why I got it, what different deck I was playing at the time, and overall, this is just a documentation of like 9 years of my life inside of about a couple of cardboard cards. But this isn't a luxury that most other duelists have, especially when they want to be on a budget and try to play competitively. Not everybody has the luxury of time in order to get into this game. So, what if I started off with just 3 copies of a structure deck, and let's say I only had $20 a week. And let's see what happens. Let's try to go to YCS Indianapolis. Come along with me as we take a couple of structure decks and turn it into a YCS top. This is my Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Journey. Welcome to the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Journey. My name's Puzzlemino, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you enjoy your stay. This series is going to be a little bit less scripted than my other series. It's pretty much just going to be the equivalent of me vlogging a sealed-only challenge. Now, for people who don't know what a sealed-only challenge is, and they probably are only tuning in to this now, every single week we're going to have an initial budget of $20. With this $20, we can buy ourselves sealed product, like packs or tins or anything of the like. Here's what we're going to do differently from most other sealed-only challenges. Unlike other sealed-only series, I'm actually going to allow myself to trade off cards. I just can't really use the internet for that. I have to find all of my trades in person and talk to different people, make new connections, and get their cards. The only thing that we can't buy with our budget are structure decks, because the structure decks can be obtainable through completing different challenges. By completing the different challenges, we're going to be able to unlock different and new strategies for us to utilize. And of course, all of the staple cards that are going to be inside of these structure decks are going to be available to us as well, so we need to be smart on which strategy we want to pick. While we're going on this journey of ours, we're going to be trying out many different structure decks and figuring out with the cards that we've pulled and the cards that we have, what works, what doesn't, and what we like. Afterwards, the hope is that we're going to take our favorite deck, incorporate cards from every single one of the structure decks, and take it to YCS Indianapolis and hopefully kick ass. I say hopefully because I have a terrible record with tournaments. But who knows, maybe that changes. But while we're on the topic of decks, let's cover the first deck that we're going to be working with today. The Albaz Strike Structure Deck. Sorry we're not going to be doing a success with a structure deck video because we're doing this instead. So, Albaz Strike has been tearing it up inside of the competitive landscape for a hot minute here, and I'd probably say is easily one of the best structure decks of all time. It has an extremely powerful core to it, and it also has extremely nice reprints that are going to carry us through to this entire tournament season. And what's any good deck profile without a nice new mat to go along with it? This is the mat that we'll be using for the first part of our series. You like it? I like it too, it's really nice. Alright, if you've been floating around the competitive sphere for a while now, you pretty much already know how branded works, so I'm going to skip the details and just let you look at some other channels if you really want the specific details on how Albaz Strike is supposed to function. I'll just be giving you my deck profile for the purposes of this challenge. So, here's what we're starting off with. Starting off with the monsters, we are on 3 copies of Fallen of Albaz, our walking Super Polygon legs, and the best boy in the branded storyline. Next, we're on to the Searchers of the deck, triple copies of Spriggan's Kit and triple copies of Keeper of Dragon Magic. They both have the exact same purpose for us in our deck, allowing us to search for cards like Branded Fusion, which is very, very helpful. Next, we'll cover the one monster that we include here for the sole purpose of it being an engine card, and that would be 1 copy of Albion the Shrouded Dragon. Basically, all it does is it allows us to dump a card named Branded Retribution into our grave, which allows us to recur our branded fusions easier. And last, to round out our monster lineup, we are on triple copies of Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, triple copies of Effect Veiler, and triple copies of Tri-Brigade Mercurier. These are our hand traps inside of the deck and allow us to negate monster effects, spell trap cards on field, etc, etc, etc. It's really important when we are going second and our opponent is trying to set up a board. The fact that we have these hand traps in here is the saving grace of this structure deck. And then to round out our monster lineup, we have got 3 kaijus that we're playing inside of the main deck, 2 copies of Radion and 1 copy of Thunder King. Basically, all they do is allow us to clear out those problem monsters that our opponent may be playing inside of their decks. So things like Dragoon or other cards that can't be targeted or destroyed or anything like that can be easily cleared with the summoning effect of a kaiju. That's going to round out for our monster lineup. Now let's look at the spells. Alright, let's cover our spells and traps. To start off with, we are on triple copies of the best fusion card in the entire game, Branded Fusion, which allows us to dump Fallen of Albaz and literally any monster from our deck in order to special summon a myriad of different extra deck monsters. But for the rest of the turn, we're going to be locked into fusion summoning, which kind of sucks, but if we're going to be building our entire deck around it, it's less of a downside, if anything. It's just harder to splash this into multiple other strategies unless they solely fusion summon, which I plan on doing at some point later in the series. Keep an eye out for that. For the other fusion spell that we play inside of this deck, we're on 2 copies of Branded in White, which allows us to banish monsters from our grave if we're going to be using Fallen of Albaz in order to, again, special summon our Fallen of Albaz related fusion monsters, which is literally every single one of them inside of this structure deck. To round out our spells, we are on 1 copy of Branded Bond to return our Fallen of Albaz should it be banished off of something, and then 2 copies of Branded Lost to give us additional advantage whenever we fusion summon. Next, to round out the consistency cards inside of the deck, we are playing triple copies of Pot of Extravagance and a singular copy of Gold Sarcophagus. These cards just allow us to dig deeper into our deck, see the cards that we actually want to see, and specifically the Gold Sarc allows us to banish our Tri-Brigade Mercurier so that we can special summon, search Fallen of Albaz off of its effect. Last, to round out our spell lineup, we've got our going second cards, triple copies of Dark Ruler No More, and a singular copy of Called by the Grave. I shouldn't have to explain why these cards are very important for us. It's kind of self-explanatory. We are attempting to go second with this deck and use our opponent's monsters in order to fusion summon our big boy monsters, clearing their monsters in the process, and allowing us to just walk over and just take the game. However, we do have going first options, and we'll cover that inside of the extra deck. However, we still have 2 cards left in the main deck to talk about, and let's talk about them really quickly. 1 copy of Branded Retribution, it's a counter trap. We play extra of those inside of the side deck, which I won't cover here, and then a singular copy of Branded Sword. Branded Sword doesn't really come up all that often, but when it does come up, I can use it in order to gain a bunch of different bodies on field, which I can then fuse off if I really wanted to. It's a nice plan B option. It also has the second ability to bring back banished monsters from the banished zone on its banish effect. It's not bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's going to cover our main deck. Let's go over the extra deck really quickly. Triple copies of the boss monster, Mirror Jade. It should be pretty self-explanatory. We're in triple copies of Lubellion because it's the most accessible one of them all. Triple copies of Albion because it is also extremely accessible and we need multiple copies in the grave for Mirror Jade effect. And then as our 2-ofs, we're on 2 copies of Sprind, 2 copies of Titaniclad, and 2 copies of Brigand. I don't see myself making any of these anytime soon. However, they are kind of important, I suppose. Don't expect me to use them, though. Finally, we'll go over our side deck. We are on 2 copies of Thunder King and 1 copy of Radion, just in case I need extra kaijus for some ungodly reason. We're playing the extra copies of Sword and extra copies of Retribution, just in case I need to go first for some reason. And speaking of going first cards, we have 9 more cards inside of the side deck that are dedicated to purely going first. Triple copies of Tikaboo because we don't care about Tikaboo because we control a bunch of different types on field. Triple copies of Warning Point in order to stop our opponent from using their monsters as materials to make things, and triple copies of Dimensional Barrier to do kind of the same thing to stop our opponent if they're not playing fusion monsters to stop playing any other extra deck monsters that they may be playing. That's going to round out our list. Now let's get into the actual sealed only part of this challenge, and the part where the script kind of falls apart. Alright, so what's the first product that we're going to be opening on this monumental episode of Master Journey? Well, the first product that we're actually going to be opening up is going to be taking up our entire $20 budget, and that is going to be a singular copy of the 2022 Megatins. Basically, the card that we're looking for inside of this Megatin is Alibur the Jester of Despia. However, if we find other cards inside of here, we can use them to trade them off. Alright, that being said, let's open this. I have no idea how I'm supposed to get at this, and there's gonna be a lot of... Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Yes, let's go. I love opening up a Megatin every once in a while. It just is really nice to just be able to open up a bunch of cards that have been relevant inside of the meta for, like, you know, have them really cheap. It's a really good product for that. I like it a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that up later, I guess. All right, let's start off with the first pack. All right. Oh, come on. There we go. Here we go. First pack luck. Here we go. Let's see here. Wind Witch Freeze Bell. If we ever go on to make a synchro strategy, I guess we could use this. Master's Diploman, I suppose. I don't know what this Dart card does. Bee Trooper Landing, don't know what that card does. Ice Breeze Refrain. Wind Witch card, I suppose. We have a copy of Fluwandereeze in the Scary Sea. Fun, I'm sorry, but I'm never gonna be playing that deck on on this channel, I swear to goodness. Oh my god, stop giving me Fluwandereeze cards. Fluwandereeze in the Dreaming Town. I have a friend that I duel every once in a while who plays Fluwandereeze, and I can't stand him. I love him, but you know. Alright, we're starting to get into the actual foil cards. Clavis, the Magic Key Sky Blaster. We've got Sunvine Crossbreed and Live Twin Lilitreat. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good card, honest to God, if we're going to be playing Live Twins. Hololive, please sponsor me one of these days. Alright, now we're going to get into the, I believe the secret rares next. Let's see, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Dark Ruler No More! That is an amazing pickup and an amazing rarity upgrade. Or we can trade it off. I honestly kind of want the rarity upgrade. So we're going to be keeping this one around because I like shiny cards. All right. I think we also get another ultra rare inside of this. We'll see what we get. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. The Breaking Ruin Guard. You know what? This is fine. When I... Eventually, one of these days, I'm going to be picking up the Obelisk the Tormentor structure deck. I guess I can play this here. I don't know. All right. Prismatic Secret Rare in 3, 2, 1. Red Eyes Blackjack. Hey, you know what? This is amazing. I actually, one of the challenges involves this card, funnily enough, so that's good. I'm glad that we were able to pick that up early in the series, and I forgot that they were printed inside of this set with this alt art. Oh my goodness, what the heck. All right, and then finally, are commons that I don't care about. All right, cool. First opening, not bad. We got ourselves a Dark Ruler No More right off the top of the bat, a God card, and a Red Eyes Black Dragon. Second pack. All right, it's time. Let's see what we get. Let's speed through the commons this time around now that I know what the hell is going on. All right. Gunkin Ship, Heavy Bee Trooper, Ultra Bee Trooper, Bee Trooper Squad, Chronomaly Megalica Globe, Fabled Treason, and now we're getting into our foils. Volafrenigis? The Darkest Dragon Doom Rider. I have no idea what this card is, but it looks like it takes 2 level 7s, and, you know what? Cool, I guess. Let's see what we get for our Ultra Rares. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait, I forgot. We got a super rare first. Live Twin Lilitreat, we have another one. Who knows? Maybe later down the line, we're going to be playing ourselves some, what are they called? Live Twins. You can play Hololive deck. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Ultra rare in 3, 2, 1. Oh, Ghost Mourner and Moonlight Chill. I forgot we get 2 of them. I'm bad at this. All right, here we go. Ultra rare in 3, 2, 1. Dark Honest. Hand Trap, I guess. I don't know. This is also a hand trap, so cool, I suppose. We can look at those later, I guess. And then second ultra rare in 3, 2, 1. Hopefully it's a little bit cooler. Fluwandereeze and 2. Get that shit out of here. Oh my god, Blue Eyes White Dragon. We have two prismatic secret rare monsters out of this set. Blue Eyes White Dragon and Red Eyes Black Dragon. That's perfect, bro. Okay, hopefully inside of the third pack, we're gonna get ourselves a Dark Magician. I know Dark Magician doesn't come inside of this set. I just wanted to, you know, be funny. All right, third pack, here we go. What is gonna be inside of this third pack? Hopefully something that would be really, really cool. Just gonna speed through these. Armed Dragon, Arm of Foes, Ultra V2, Proteras of the Z, Sacred Beast, Flip, Frozen. All right, here we go. Laval, Exo Lord. I don't know, that's pretty cool. Ice Jade Tremora. Ice Jade monsters are kind of picking up a little bit of traction nowadays, but I don't think we're going to be playing them ourselves. Another super rare, Binary Blader. I have no idea what this card does, and frankly, I don't care. Alright, it is Ultra Rare time. Ultra Rare in 3, 2, 1. The Revived Sky God. Okay. What? Okay, we have the Obelisk one. Now we have the Slifer one. Very cool. I'm genuinely looking forward to playing the God cards. Alright, another Ultra Rare. Ultra Rare number 2, the last Ultra Rare of this opening in 3, 2, 1! Oh my god, we have another copy of Dark Honest. That is kind of sad. Well, you know what? Sure, why not? I guess Mirror Jade's a dark. We can use that. Maybe. Alright, let's look at our Prismatic Secret Rare. I just want to get this over with. Prismatic Secret Rare in 3, 2, 1. Give me something good, please. Branded Opening! Oh, this is actually really good. We needed this for later. I just realized Branded Opening is a really good card because it allows us to search out the Aliber that we do not have. Okay, this is good. This is good. We have this card now, so we don't need to worry about it later. Let's just worry about getting Aliber first. But this is this has been a pretty good opening. Another copy of Brandon White. That's kind of funny. This has been a pretty good opening, and we're going to be including these cards inside of our collection. Specifically, this one. This one is going inside of our collection, but it's probably not going to be staying there for long because I'm going to try to use these cards as trade fodder in order to get ourselves a copy of, I don't know, Aluber, I guess? We'll just have to see. Before we move on to the tournament summary, I should probably talk a little bit more about how the challenge system works. In this series, we're going to have 3 different types of challenges. Mastery challenges require us to win matches under certain conditions, and in some cases, win tournaments. These are going to award us with a little cash prize for the next week, so that we can start next week with a little higher of a budget than $20. Consider it as a little reward for doing really well in a tournament. And next, we have the collection challenges. The collection challenges split themselves up into 2 different groups. The first group focuses more on general collection. For instance, we get an extra reward whenever we complete a playset that costs over $20 and add it to our collection. We get an extra pack that contains that card for the next week. Or, we can also be collecting very specific cards that are pertaining to the anime, namely ace monsters and other important cards to the anime, and in return, we're going to be able to obtain a very powerful staple card that originates from that anime. For instance, the Blue Eyes White Dragon and the Red Eyes Black Dragon that we collected earlier are actually going to be our most important cards that we've collected, because we're now 2 out of 10 steps away from obtaining ourselves a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, a fairly common boss monster in most branded variants. We have other collection challenges that we could be trying to complete right now, however, my main focus is going to be on the mastery challenges at the moment, specifically that win bonus, because the more we win, the more we have to spend so that we can win more. Speaking of winning, let's go over how I totally won this tournament! Our first opponent was playing an entire Visa Starfrost deck, incorporating many of the different archetypes into a singular deck. He went completely combo mad turn 1, and then just kind of ended on a Naturia Beast pass, and I can't beat that, so we're off to game 2. Game 2, I actually make a misplay, and I am forced to banish off a Mirror Jade because I apparently can't banish tokens face down off of evenly matched. That's fine, we probably weren't going to finish that game anyways, and we start our day off with a loss on our record. Round 2, we were only ever able to recover the first game of the match, but frankly there wasn't anything going on during the second game, but the first game was pretty interesting, I'll say. He opts to go first, but then hits me with a set 1 pass. We activate Branded Fusion, he hits us with a Dimension Shifter, we go for a Called by the Grave. We go full combo, we hit him for 75, and then after his turn comes around, he just scoops up the cards and we go to a game 2. Game 2, if my notes are to be believed, we stopped a Sarah from activating its effect by kaijuing it, which that swing in tempo gave us enough opportunity to win the game, even if we were going on the back foot going second. After this match, we were also able to trade a Branded in White, Red MD, Called by the Grave, and an X-Lord in order to get 3 copies of Edge Imp Chain and Fright for Patchwork. Round 3, I'm actually going to feature this match. This match is against Super Heavy Samurais, and honestly, I'm just gonna let the clip talk for itself.
See how crazy I can get.
Yeah. Good luck, duelist.
Special and then effect to add.
Yeah.
We'll grab Soul Piercer. We'll normal Soul Piercer. We'll link for 2.
Yeah.
Ballista, Chandler 1, Chandler 2. The Motorbike. Effective Gearbox.
On add.
There it is, I'm blind. Motorbike. Add.
I got it. Motorbike.
Add Wagon.
Wagon. Yep, sure.
Probably. I'll be dead honest. Activate.
Sure.
Pendulum Summon?
Sure.
Or no, 5.
Oh my god, okay.
So,
Okay, that's one of them. It's gonna
2, 3. Oh, it is 4. My bad.
Okay.
Then special summon goes to defense mode.
Yep.
And then we'll activate his effect. So then I think what we will link 1, 2, 4.
Okay.
Sorry, half of those. Equipped to wagon. Effective special. Sure. Equipped to booster. Activate effective special from deck. Or scales effective special from grave. Sure. Soul Piercer. Rainmaker and then the Sargas effect. And we're going to synchro here for 8. Excel, so we'll go Excel's effect.
Excel to special
Motorbike. Then activate his equip effect. Pop him to tribute himself and bring out Stardust Dragon.
Nice, yes.
And then I synchro summon after that.
There we go, okay.
And 2 bear.
Yep.
Activate Penetrax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, we'll leave that one in grave. I'll do that one.
Shuffle back to, like, add to hand?
Shuffle and then draw 2.
Oh, okay. Sure, that, of course, because we love
A pot of avarice.
pot of avarice on legs. Or on wheels, if you will.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Well, I gotta draw 2, so you have to cut the path.
Alright, this is fair. Are you finished going in the deck?
1, 2, Jesus Christ. Special area?
Equip the
Yeah, you look like Lady Gates. And I will pass.
Okay, alright. I will draw for turn.
Okay.
Okay, so...
By the way, that's my grade. That's all off of 1 card?
Beautiful. Okay, so this is a monster negate.
Yep.
That's an Omni negate. Omni. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see here. We're going to start off with a copy of Gold Sun.
I will actually negate that with Therion.
Okay.
Scales for next turn.
Sure, I can confidently cut that because I hope you're not going back in there. Let's... Dark Ruler no more.
Ooh. Okay. Yep, I can't stop that.
Kaiju. Black Big Brandon Lost. I will normal summon Fallen of Alaz. We'll discard. We'll fusion away the Gigantic.
Okay.
Make a mirror chain. New chain, Brandon Lost. We'll add Mercury again.
On Record Carrier, we will go ahead and draw.
That's fine. Because unlike you, I think I'm not going back in the deck. I'm kidding. That was funny as hell. Send Albion for cost. Banish the raid. Attempt to enter the battle phase. We'll attack for 3k.
Yep, I'll take 3K.
End phase. Albion effect to set.
Oh, to set, yes, you can set.
We'll set Retribution.
Pendulum Summon 4.
Pendulum Summon for 4. Let's see. Pendulum Summon for 4 is good. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4. Effective special from Brain.
I'm gonna chain Ring Carrier.
So we're gonna sync for 12.
Sure. That's a big one.
Oh, yes, he is. You're like, oh crap.
Oh.
Soul Piercer effect.
Yeah, sure.
Let's grab Booster. Equip Booster. Booster effective special?
Yep.
Booster. Sync for 8.
That's cool.
And we will go ahead with the only one I can have do so it won't get any attack, but it gains 4 counters. We will attempt to enter battle. Effect to swing over him.
Take 1,000.
You'll take 1,000 there. And then effect to attack again right away.
Oh.
From Coral
Oh.
for another 4,000.
Yeah.
And then attack for game.
That's exactly game. Nice. Jesus, I was waiting for a chance to drop that. I was like, oh wait, what the fuck? Oh man, I didn't think you were gonna. Okay, yeah. NTK. Savage play.
Off a savage play. Is that what you're gonna say when you do the recap?
Yes, when I do the recap.
So this dude made this savage play.
Okay. We're gonna activate Brandon Lost.
Lost is fine.
We're gonna activate Brandon in white. I will use Fallen Gabaz and Effect Veiler
Oh wow.
to make Lubellion. Lubellion Chainlink 1, Brandon Lost Chainlink 2. So we'll search, we'll grab the carrier to hand, and then we'll use Lubellion and Albaz and shuffle them back into their respective decks in order to summon Yugioh.
Okay.
That was the most roundabout way of making Mirror Jade pass that I've ever had to do with this deck.
We're gonna have to Necro to damage your retribution.
I'll chain Retribution.
Okay.
Chain Retribution, banish to add the Brandon white back.
Just forcing you to do it.
Yeah, it just forces me to do it. I really wanted to save that, but that's fine.
And normal effective put in defense. We will activate Super Samurai Monk Bing Benkei. Effect to add. So we'll add Soga Booster. Soul. Equipped. Attempt to equip.
I'm gonna Mirror Jade here.
Alright, it does the central cost.
Yes. I'll send Albion for cost.
Alright, I will go ahead and go over.
I'll chain Mercurial.
Alright, I have to pass on that one.
Cool. Draw for turn. Stand by me.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. End phase. Albion effect. Sorry. I forgot. Totally slipped my mind. We'll grab Brandon.
Okay. And then this has a banish effect, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It allows me to search for Fallen Albaz on banish.
But you have to banish it, right?
Yes.
It doesn't banish itself? Oh,
We will activate Brandon here.
okay. Okay.
guys, I got to resolve Branded Fusion.
Woo!
We'll make it up.
Okay, and that's the one that shuffles back.
Yeah, we're gonna roll Rebellion Chain Link 1, Branded Lost Chain Link 2. We'll discard for cost. Mercurier.
On Albion, Lancia.
Lancia? Oh wait, no, we're good. Chain Mercurier. Okay. And then Albion effects. We'll banish the Albion. I know, confusing. And then we'll banish the Albion. I know, it's so confusing. To summon Titanium.
Okay.
Battle phase?
Okay, got it. I was gonna see if you're gonna summon more.
Alright.
Ready for the spice?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Tribute.
What? Oh my god.
Piercer.
Oh.
Fuck your deck.
Draw for turn. Stand by main. Nope. We're gonna kaiju. Oh, this right here is another misplay. You can't kaiju under Vanity's Fiend. Kaijuing is a special summon, and Vanity's Fiend just stops special summoning altogether. Luckily, Larry was really cool. We figured this out after the tournament was over, but yeah, just don't do that next time. We're gonna normal summon Fallen of Albaz. Fallen of Albaz effect. We're gonna discard,
Fusion summon.
we're gonna discard Retribution. Albion.
Lancia.
Damn. Well, shit. Special summon Spring Kid.
Kid effect.
Kid effect to search, and then send
Ash.
Ouch. Kid into
Sure. Effect of Piercer.
Piercer to search, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll Albion directly. We'll set one, and then you can cut my deck, and then afterwards it'll be your turn.
Drop scales. Normal scales effect. Special from grave.
Chain 2.
There can only be one. So I can only have one, right? That is a card. It has to be a Super Heavy Samurai. They're all machines, so I can't special summon on them. Oh, that. I have to pass.
Draw for turn. Activate Brain Infusion.
Yep.
And Albion. We are going to Mirror Jade effect. We'll send. Bring it to banish. Normal summon Fallen Mountains. Battle phase. Activate. GG.
Yeah, no,
That's the out.
that was the out.
So round 4, we're up against my cousin Kay, and she's on Altergeist. We started with a Brand Diffusion, but that doesn't get to go through because she drops a Judgment on us. And then after that, we have a long grind game back and forth, taking us about, I'd want to say about 40 minutes in order to complete Game 1 with a win under our belt. Game 2, she opts to go first, which is a huge mistake because she gives us all the time in the world, which is about 5 minutes, to build up a board that's big enough so that I can punch over her cards and enough life points so that I can say that I have more life points by the end of the round, giving us the definitive win and the match. Overall, we end the night with a 4-1 record, putting us in 4th place in the tournament and giving us a singular pack for us to open. All right, here we go. Let's see what we get. We were able to take 4th place. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, yeah, that's great. Adrolaria, adventure stuff, I guess. I don't know. More importantly, because we had won 3 matches, we are able to actually obtain 3 win bonuses, and also a basic mastery win as well. So that's an extra $10 on top of all that, giving us a total next week of about $50 to spend. Oh yeah, we also opened up our entry pack during round 1. I kind of need to. Yeah, the shitty. Armneos!
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright, cool. I can trade this. So overall, we had a pretty good showing for our first time around with this new structure deck of ours. I like to say this most, but Branded is easily one of my favorite strategies to play, if you couldn't already tell, with the amount of creative plays that I was able to come up with while I was dueling my opponents, even with $30. And once we're able to start getting more cards and increasing our consistency, and heck, if we win a tournament at this rate, whoo boy, are we going to open the floodgates, figuratively, not literally. But that's just going to have to wait until next week. But until then, this is Puzzle Amino passing turn. See you around.
For switching lanes and picking games, what kind of good start?
Yeah, can I get myself a Caniac combo, please?
Alright, a Keniac combo, and then what's the drink with that?
Coke.
Alright, a Keniac combo with a Coke. Would you like to upgrade that to the Post Malone Coke for just $1.39?
Yes.
Alright. Anything else I can get for you tonight?
I'll also grab myself a 3-finger combo.
Amazing. And what's the drink with that?
A Coke.
Would you like that to be a Post Malone Coke?
Yes, sir!
Yes!
Yes!
Alright, anything else I can get for you?
No, sir. You have satisfied my hunger for the night.
Woo! That's what we like to hear. Alright, for the 3-finger combo and Keniac combo,
Yes.
total's gonna be $31.45 at that last window.
You got it.
Thank you!
Thank you!
That man deserves a raise. That guy's
Dude, it's 10:35!
I got so much